Things are going to be toasty. Of course, this is just the start of the month for us this August, and more times often than not, we do have some pretty hot and steamy days, and one of which being today, where we're not only going to be looking at temperatures in the mid-80s, but also the potential for some severe weather, so something to keep an eye out for. This is going to be later today, though. We're not going to be looking at any strong storms coming through anytime soon. Might have a few stray showers going into this morning. Other than that, things are going to be looking pretty dry, but you can see this cluster of storms that are moving through central Illinois, still firing off some severe thunderstorm warnings, and has been the case for the past few hours now. That'll continue to move through, probably weaken before starting to pick back up, where we could see some showers and storms back here in our part of the area where we head into the day today. But things starting off a little bit gloomy for us and also fairly foggy in some spots. It's not terrible as far as the visibility here in town, but we are seeing many locations south and east of Columbus where we are looking at about a half-mile visibility. So certainly some fog out there that you want to keep an eye out for. And again, thanks to some clearing, temperatures cooling off, that has allowed for it. But where we are a little bit warmer off to the west, with some of the clouds that are moving in, helping to keep things from getting, down into the low 60s, like down in Zanesville, right at 64. Delaware sitting at 63, here in town at 67 degrees. So things will be pretty calm for the start of the day. That fog will mix on out. Winds will be picking up through the course of the day today as well. So again, just a few stray showers heading into the mid-morning. Nothing that you're really going to need the umbrella for. That'll be short-lived. And then clearing out and allowing for a decent amount of sunshine heading into the afternoon. But on a day like today, where we are looking at the risk for some severe weather, the sunshine's not really our best friend. That's going to allow for more energy potentially for some of these storms to kind of feed off of as they develop later this afternoon into the evening. By around 5 o'clock, that's when things will be really starting to fire up with some of these storms along this boundary, pretty much falling in line with I-71. And most of these storms, especially for those that are north of Columbus and to the west, you're probably going to see a lot of this develop as it's passing through you, here in town included, where we could see some of those heavier showers with these storms developing, where again we have that slight risk. So mainly in central and southwestern Ohio, we'll see the main threats for some damaging winds, and then again still looking at some heavy rain and some lingering storms, some of which still could be probably pretty severe with some of those gusty winds heading into the early part of tonight. But everyone's going to be drying out, and most of the rain is going to be done with by around 11 o'clock. So we're not going to be seeing anything lingering into your morning on Tuesday. But of course, when we are looking at, that 2 out of 5 where we have that severe weather potential, we are looking at the main concern being that of damaging winds, but also potential for, on the low end side of things, for some large hail, isolated tornadoes, and even some flooding. So we are keeping an eye on that for you as you head out this evening. And then tonight, again, as I mentioned, the storms will be wrapping up early into the night. And then tomorrow, looking like a pretty nice day. Temperatures will be into the mid-80s. And then going into Wednesday, it's going to be a hot day. We're also going to be looking at the return for some showers and storms late Wednesday into the day on Thursday, where models have the system slowing down a bit, but it looks like the bulk of the rain potentially moving in going into your Thursday afternoon and evening, and then possibly even lingering into the start of the day on Friday, where we can continue to see some threats for some showers and storms. But as of right now, it looks like the main concern will be that of which some damaging winds, even some flooding, if this front does happen to slow down a bit, as models what they may be suggesting at the moment. And then clearing out, but really not warming or cooling down for us, rather, as we head into the weekend. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s for us as we head into your Saturday and Sunday, with a small chance for some rain. Otherwise, looking at more showers and storms early next week. Angela?